Easy now. Papa got things making hands
come down. Ooh, you make my high come down. Always tripping when you come around. I'ma have to cut you off, like right now. You see, I don't want to drive me. You can say that for your mama. Maybe you should smoke some. Me try the marijuana. I was never you good. The vibe was straight. Showed you a couple of things and they ain't finna change. I treated you right. Everything was a gift from a time to your bag and the color on your lip. Yeah, you
Welcome to a special edition of Seahawks Man to Man, a YouTube exclusive. My name is Michael-Shawn Dugar. You can see it at the bottom of the screen there. That's where you can follow me on Twitter, aka the Tweet Machine. I am still verified on Twitter. I got the blue check and not the yellow one. Whatever. Either way, shout out to Elon Musk. He hasn't taken that away. Chris, holla at him.
What is up, everybody? It's your boy, Christopher Kidd. Be sure to follow me on Twitter at CKIDD206, and that is CKid206.
All right, it's a short week, so things got messed up a little. Not messed up a little bit. We just had to adjust. Seahawks play the Niners on Thursday night after playing the Panthers on Sunday. We already posted our post-game show from the Panther game that came out Monday. We do not have a traditional, have the opposing beat writer on, so no Matt Barrows this week. Sorry, Matt. Jordan still has more podcast appearances than you, I believe. But no Matt this week, so we'll just go straight to the film review, because especially since everyone has all these questions and why is the run game bad? What's going on with the run defense? Is Geno regressing? There's all these things that are going on against what is probably, Chris, their biggest game of the year, probably Thursday, I would say.
Yeah.
You basically can't win the division if you lose. And so basically your season, you peak at being able to get the 3 seed if you win a division. And if not, you end up at best the 7 seed, which is huge. It's a huge, huge difference. So yeah, big game. Big game means break down some film. I'm going on the offensive side this week. Chris is going on the defense as we do our standout plays from week 14 against the Panthers. Chris, you kicking it off or am I kicking it off?
Oh, I'll go ahead and kick it off. You threw it my way. Why not catch it and go for it?
Cool.
So Mike did mention I will be talking about the defensive side of things, and I like the way we're doing it. Mike is going offense negative for the most part, and then I'm going defense positive, period. There is no most part. You'll see why when Mike rolls his clip. But this clip right here, just shows the progression from Tariq Woolen week by week. He's getting better and better. He even admitted to you one thing that he should have done differently on this play, which we can talk about as we roll it. But as you can see here, it was after a penalty, so it's now 1st and 15. Ball's in the 38. They come out in their, 2 tight ends, bottom of the screen, bottom right, 2 wide receivers, and 1 running back. So the Seahawks are going to be in their nickel package. They'll have a DB on the field, an extra DB that is, and that would be Kobe Bryant, who is at the top, not the top of your screen, but he's next to Tariq Woolen at the 30. I guess if I want to be technical, it's probably the 33 or whatever.
Yeah, 34-ish. Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to be technical. So they bring a guy in motion. Immediately, if you're a quarterback, that signals the Seahawks are in some type of zone. I know what it is. Mike knows what it is. This is cover 3. And the first way to know if they're in cover 3 is just by looking at the formation. I remember KJ Wright talking about it's a triangle. You can see this pyramid triangle just by the formation of how everything looks. I wish I had an arrow I can draw lines, but you see at the top of the screen where Tariq is, that's the bottom of the pyramid. You see at the middle, that's Quandra at the top of the pyramid. And then on the bottom left-hand side, that's Mike Jackson. There's your triangle. There's your pyramid. Cover 3 off top. All that is 3 deep. You're going to have a corner deep, middle safety deep, and your other cornerback deep, which is Mike Jackson. So Tariq playing deep ball, taking deep third. You got Quandre Diggs in the middle playing the middle deep. And then on the opposite side, you have Mike Jackson deep as well. So you don't want to give up any deep passes here. And in this scenario, your linebackers are going to play the seam route. You have a linebacker in the middle of the field as well. So that'd be Jordan Brooks in the middle. And then you'll have our boy Cody Barton on the left side of him as well, making sure that no one goes seam. And then you'll have Ryan Neal, who's taking the flat, so a cover 3 cloud. Usually in that scenario, if there's a guy on the flat, which Chenault is wide receiver here because they ran swing passes, I think 3 times to him for positive yards. So you're actually like, okay, look, we got to put somebody in the flat, slow him down, maybe get somebody that can just tackle the dude or get in his way. We're going to roll it. So I want you to watch the top of the screen, watch Tariq Woolen. Just look how fluid he is. Attacks the ball. So in this scenario here with Tariq, he's playing everything deep. He's watching the quarterback, and he's staying on top of his assignment. So if Sam Darnold wanted to try to laser it in there, which would be silly, it's going to be a turnover. Or he's going to be able to make a play on the football. In this scenario, though, he's not even worried about this receiver that's on his side. He sees it all the way through. Even if this player does a comeback, I think Tariq, with his speed and capabilities, is able to make a play on the football. He's staying with it, but you know what he notices? He sees the seam route. Kobe Bryant does this. I think he could have done it better, maybe getting his – I don't know if he got his hands on the receiver here. He doesn't get his hands on the receiver. I would like, in this scenario, for Kobe to get his hands out, slow him down a bit. But when you got Tariq Woolen right next to you, he can make up for it, and he does here. And this is not even his responsibility, to be honest. Technically, Quandre should be there. We can debate on why he should be there, but the fact that Tariq is able to make up ground here and he sees it all the way through, he's just watching the quarterback's eye. Just watch Tariq make a play here. Boom. Tariq admitted he should have picked that off. He is absolutely correct. Why he didn't pick it off, I'm unsure. Maybe he didn't feel confident that he would get a clean break. He did. He read this perfectly. Because to be honest, if Sam Darnold throws it a hair earlier, for example, if Sam Darnold throws it right now, this could be a touchdown. Maybe Tariq makes the tackle, but that's how bang it is. Sam Darnold hesitates for that second, which allows Tariq to make the play. Tariq is just getting better and better, and you're seeing it. He's comfortable in this scheme. He looks like a veteran. He looks as if he's been in the league for 10 years. Just watch how fluid he runs this. Backpedal, striding, jogging, looking, seeing, attack. Jumps right there to make a play. Hell, Quandre Diggs almost picks it off coming over after seeing the play. So I want to give a huge shout out to Tariq Woolen. I know there's a lot of issues, and it's the run defense, but I do want to shine some light here on Tariq Woolen. Just seeing it and being able to make a play on the football in this cover 3 cloud, that is, especially with Ryan No dropping down to the flat. So, again, watch it again. Tariq on the top of your screen, sees it, and then he just attacks it. So, yeah, Tariq, pick it off next time, man. You saw it all the way through. Just go for it. It could become a pick 6 with your speed. I know guys are going to try to block for you. What is it? To be your 7th interception? So, you know what? Pad them stats, as Mike likes to say. Go ahead and do it, man.
Yeah, that's a great play by Tariq. Very dangerous throw by good old Sam Darnold.
Are we surprised?
Yeah, I'm not surprised that Sam took a risk there, but it definitely shows you why Sam why their game plan is not one that required Sam throw it very often.
Check.
I just will say that. But yeah, that's just so much ground Tariq makes up. It was very, very, very impressive stuff there. Like and that kind of is his assignment there too, a little bit. Like he's got the deep third there. That's just a hard play to make, but you can ask your corner to do that when his stride for 3 yards. Like when I tweeted that clip out, I was like, yeah, look at those strides, man. That's just tough stuff. So let's go to the offensive side of the ball. This is not one play. This week I decided to look at, because there was only so few of them. I decided to look at every run play that the Seahawks designed to a running back. That excludes the Geno Smith runs. I think he had like 2 or 3 scrambles. And then that excludes Marquise got like a jet sweep. I think it was like their first run. And I was like, that for the intents and purposes of looking at the run game, handing it off to the running backs is what we're looking at here. And the Seahawks have been very bad at that lately. I think they're like dead last in yards per carry and like yards per game on design runs, which is really, it's since week 10. So for the year, they're okay. But since week 10, so that's the Munich game, they've just been really, really, really bad at getting yards on the ground when they're dialing up runs. So we're just going to let this run. This is every run from every run to a running back from the game against the Panthers. And I'm going to just let the whole thing roll and kind of talk over it as it's going. And I feel like as everyone watches this, they can just see a theme here. Like when I tweeted this out, I didn't even need to add any commentary to it. I just said, here's every run. And to be fair, I added all the down and distances. If you are curious, here, let me pull up the down and distances. It's like they're all first down pretty much. They're all first down runs for the most part. 1st and 10, 2nd and 10. I think there's like 1 1st and 15. So in order, they were 1st and 10, 1st and 10, 1st and 7, which I think is what that one just there was a goal line carry. 2nd and 7, 1st and 15, which is what the toss play is. I think that's coming right here. That's the toss play on 1st and 15. I think that's the only one of these that loses yards.
Damn,
loses like 3 yards. Yeah, it was not. It was not. They sniffed that out. I don't even think that was like a bad blocking or anything.
They just knew it was coming.
Yeah, there's a 1st and 10, 1st and 10, 1st and 10, and then 2nd and 10. So they're trying to get the early down run game established. And these 10 carries, 9 by Travis, I think, and like 1 by Tony Jones Jr. at the end. I think they end up netting like 28 yards or something. It was just not great. It's a terrible yards per carry. There was only 1 first down run, which is the one that I just played, where Travis picks up 16. I think the next longest run that they got picked up 5 yards. And you guys can see what's going on here. There's so many instances where when Travis gets the ball, there's someone in a white jersey right next to him. That is a problem. And then same thing with Tony Jones. This one's just blocked up, not as good as you would like. Shaq Thompson just kind of gets in front of Damian Lewis on the pole there, and it just doesn't work. Like, now that you guys have seen them all, I'm sure you guys can see the theme here. But I'm gonna go through some of them and just pause when Travis gets the ball. Travis gets the ball here, and he's got 99, like in his direct vision. You got a block. I think that's Gabe Jackson. He's got hands on him. Good news. Bad news, no one's got hands on the other guy right there. So you got Travis Susie cuts, boom. I think that was like a 3-yard gain. All right, they try a fullback. Shout out Nick Bellore, leading the NFL in special teams Pro Bowl votes. That's cool. I think he leads NFC, maybe not leads the whole league. Either way, he's up there. All right, let's pause it when he gets the ball. All right, we're looking all right here, actually. Travis gets the ball, and there's no one directly bothering him, and he's got some guys in front of him ready to block. We can run that one through. That actually looks good. You see what? And that actually is the 5-yard run. So you can see what the good runs look like versus what the bad runs look like. I'm just pausing all of these when Travis gets the ball. All right, Travis gets the ball. We're looking okay. It's basically him versus who's that? 21 is Jeremy Chin.
Yep.
I think. Fun fact about Jeremy Chin. When he was playing at Southern Illinois with Ryan Neal, they benched Ryan Neal in favor of Jeremy Chin. And then Ryan ended up working his way back into the lineup with Jeremy at Southern Illinois, playing for the Salukis. I think that's their mascot, the Salukis. And ended up going undrafted, but got in the NFL. So I think they did like a jersey swap or like hugged each other after. That was kind of cool because Ryan's whole career has just been like, you're on the bench, you're off the bench, you're on the bench, you're off the bench. And like, he's just always ready. Shout out Ryan Neal. But anyway, so here's what the picture looks like when Travis gets the ball. This run. Actually, I want to bring that one back a little bit. So this one looks good until it doesn't. And you just got Travis getting smacked. As soon as he takes a step and he's smacked. Let's see here. Is this another bad one? Let's pause it when Travis gets the ball. Okay. We're actually looking all right. This is another good example of how kind of some of the stuff is done and why when you hear Shane Waldron talk about the run game, he's like, it takes all 11, and I even asked him specifically about Travis. This was on Tuesday. He was like, yeah, Travis ran fine. We got to be better around him. That was the line there. Shane developed really good wording for not blaming individual position groups or any individual person. He just says, we got to be better around him. It takes all 11. But in the run game, if it ain't the guy running it, it's the guys blocking it. It's the 2 people in general responsible for a good run play. So when Travis gets the ball, here's actually ain't that bad. Like you can see what Travis is seeing. You can see the cutback lane there. The problem is no one blocks Shaq Thompson. So there you go. Runs right into him. Like you can just kind of see all these. You don't even need to be a running back like guru to know like, oh dang, we can see why this isn't going well. All right. Travis has the ball here. He's got 2 dudes coming smooth at him with no angle. You got Brian Burns there. They sniffed this one out. I don't necessarily think like this was like terrible blocking. They just sniffed it. And like Chris said when he watched it, Travis gets rocked.
Yeah. Watching this is like the 7th time I've seen this. I don't know how he got up after this hit.
Travis is built like a tank, man. Travis is like, I interviewed him the other day. I don't know if I mentioned this on the pod. This was like last week when I did my ask every player on the offense to describe Geno's season in 1 word, which is a really good story. It's up on The Athletic now. I was just standing there talking to Travis. I'm like, damn, his arms are big. Like he's yoked up. We got this one. I forget what this one is, but we're going to pause it when Travis gets the ball. All righty then. Hold on, let me roll a little bit. All right, not looking too bad. Until number 99 just gets right on him. Like it's just I almost felt bad for him when I clipped this together because I think Travis is actually a really good runner. I think he runs really tough. I think he runs really fast, and you can almost see it. I'm pause this one. Oh, this looks good. Look at that. Look at that
That's
compared to
baby.
That's a hole right there compared to the other clips. Like Travis, like freedom, and it hits that joint.
No.
They're running the freedom right there. But I think this is where Travis is great. And if you notice on some of Travis's big runs, like remember last year he had like a fake. Travis is like had some big runs in some really interesting ways. He had a fake punt, I think his rookie year against the Vikings in 2019. He had a fake punt last year for a touchdown against, I want to say the Niners for like 70 yards or something like that. And if you remember, Chris, last year, I'm pretty sure Travis recovered an onside kick and ran it
back
against the Jaguars. Like Travis can make big plays. He just needs some shit to be blocked up for him. And boy, look at this. This is so perfect. Like I want to frame this. This should be the screenshot for our pod right here. It's just this big ass hole.
You want to smile again?
No, it's cool. It's cool. We can use the one we already took, but this is perfect. Like, and look, ain't nobody there with a direct line to Travis. And look at that. We got a lineman on the ground too. Like, yeah, I think that's
defensive lineman at that.
Yeah, that's Austin Black with a pancake. I want to say. And then you got Travis getting ready. Look at it. Boom, boom, still running, still going. Takes 3 dudes to get him down. That was the best run of the game. That one was for like 16 yards. That's the longest run of the game in that. All right, let's pause this one. He also starting off okay, but there's not like an obvious place to run. If he bounces this outside, which is probably what you would see Ken Walker do in this situation, is a really good chance Charles Cross gets called for holding because he's already engaged with the edge guy. And if you run that way, he'll probably tug him and then get charged for hold. I feel like running backs to get credit for holding penalties sometimes because they set their guys up. And then before you know it, a guy is hitting Travis right at the line, maybe after a yard or so. Just tough sledding from a man there. All right, what we got here? Oh, I remember this one. This doesn't go well. This doesn't go well either. All right. Also, not a bad picture, but no immediate holes coming together. And I think that's what? Colby Parkinson? Yep, beat by Frankie Louvu right across his face. Go Cougs. And the last one of the day is from good old Tony Jones Jr. Let this one roll. All right. Actually not bad when he gets the ball. Like this is actually a decent picture. Problem is Shaq Thompson is just that dude. Doesn't get blocked by Damian Lewis. And then you go, I think that went for like 2 yards or something here. So if you're wondering how big of an impact Ken Walker will have, or if it's Travis Homer on Thursday night, or whoever gets the ball, Tony Jones Jr., if DJ Dallas can miraculously play, hell, if they hand it to DK Metcalf on Thursday night, the key is the blocking. And you could see that's why I love this clip. There are probably some things that if you're Chad Morton, the running backs coach, that he knows better than me, and be like, no, Mike, 25 could have probably done this a little better here. Like there are probably some things, but the theme of that 1 minute and 40-second clip, I think we can all agree is that Travis didn't have much to work with. And that's been the theme for the last month or so. There's not a lot to work with. When guys are getting the ball, the holes are not always there. And when they are there, you're seeing the runs. And that really comes to the line of scrimmage. And when you hear Pete Carroll and Shane Waldron lament the work that Shane's not doing it as much. But Pete definitely came out and said, we're not winning at the line of scrimmage. And you can see, what does that look like? It looks like this. So the goal for every game, particularly this Niners game, but for every game going forward, is to win it up front. Have those holes where even if it's not clear right away, you hold your block long enough so that something develops. Because there were some of those that I've paused it on and like it doesn't look too bad. Travis takes 2 steps and then there's some dude in a 99 jersey or 95 or whatever the hell smacking him in the face. And it ain't because Travis can't break tackles. He can. He broke one after leaping over a guy. Like he's a tough ass dude, but if there's nowhere to go, there's nothing for him to work with, then he can't cook. So yeah, that I don't have there's no standout play for me this week. It's a standout plays plural.
Sets it down there.
Yeah, and honestly, the fact that I could fit all of their runs into a minute 46 clip is also part of the problem here. Like, there's no way in hell I could fit all the Panthers runs. They ran it 43 times.
Yeah, we'd still be watching.
Yeah, man, it would take all day. We get like movie credit for how long as hell that clip would be. So that also is important there. Like the fact that I could even get them all in there is part of why I chose that. Like, so yeah, Chris, it has to be so much better up front. And I don't think a lot of these runs were bad calls either. You know, you got
just execution.
Yeah, you know, the only one that didn't look great was the toss. the toss play they got that again. That got sniffed out pretty well. Other than that, that's 8 or so, 9 or so runs that should hit. Pete Carroll said that too this week. He was like, "We're running." Someone told me that after the game. I think it was Austin told me that after the Rams game. I think maybe he was like, "We're not running stuff that ain't worked before. We're running stuff that works that we've hit on." Pete Carroll said the same thing this week. We're running stuff we've got big plays on this season. We just ain't getting them no more. So yeah, that's the issue. Don't take that as fantasy advice. That don't mean just start Ken or not to. I'm not saying either way, but that's where it has to start up front. And it can't look like this against the Niners because the Niners front is probably better than this Panthers front. This is a good Panthers front. The Niners front's better. And Chris, if it looks like that on Thursday, we are in for an ugly post game.
Well, I'll tell you this: if it's an ugly post game, I'll have a couple of things to say, and then we'll go to Twitter questions.
Yeah, we can't do full Twitter questions after Thursday. We should at least have something.
Oh yeah,
we'll have.
I'll have something. I mean, I can't do 2 weeks in a row without giving you any analysis. After I did say if they struggle against the Carolina Panthers, I ain't giving you nothing. I done said it all. I don't know what else you want me to add, but unfortunately, I have to do my part and explain what went wrong and why it went wrong. If indeed the Niners are able to beat the Seahawks pretty bad on Thursday night, but I don't expect that.
Wait a minute! You've been on the road picking the Seahawks. You've been pretty wrong here.
Hey man, I'm going down with the ship, baby.
Yeah. So are you picking them on Thursday? You picking the
Absolutely Seahawks? Not.
No, you're giving. Oh man, you're giving up.
What are you picking?
Man,
I'm pretty sure the athletic picks are in. I need to go find that story. Did it drop yet? It should have.
Yeah, I made my picks. I forget who I picked.
I should open it up right now and put it on the screen. Like Mike picked.
I don't remember who I picked, honestly.
Why are you lying?
Because I always forget, and the guy who reminds me every week, I forget his name. He hits us in Slack, and he's like, "Hey, make sure you get your picks in." I usually see it when I wake up, and I just roll over and do them. Like the one week I got 14, all 14 games right. I just had landed in Atlanta, transferring from Munich, and I just did it while I was walking through the airport. No thought, no reading, just doop doop. It's on a little Google Doc.
All right, make your pick now. Who wins, Mike?
I'll take the Niners too.
So he's on my ass, and then I'll take the Niners too.
I'll take a close game, though. I'll take close from all my gamblers out there. I think the Seahawks cover. I think it's 3.5.
Yeah,
3.5. I think I'll take the Seahawks to cover. Probably like 19-16, maybe.
That is a ugly defensive game if that's the case.
Yeah,
that means the run game is doing the run defense is better. Okay, I like that.
That would mean the run defense is better. Yes, or yeah, that would mean the run defense.
I guess it could be. They give up one big run and then don't for the rest of the game. It remember the Titan scenes. This team doesn't gain another yard because you remember they're getting run on. Yeah. They're getting just destroyed. And then I think it was halftime. He's like, they don't gain another yard. And I don't think they gain another yard the rest of the game, which is insane.
I don't know if that's as insane as running a reverse.
Oh, for the game winner?
Your injured quarterback as your lead blocker for like 80-yard touchdown to win the game. As I got older, I was like, that's the wildest shit to call.
Mike, you should tweet that out. What's more insane? Not giving up another yard of offense on the run for the entire game, or a wide reverse to your running back with your injured quarterback leading? I know you can summarize that in less words, but
I think it was the quarterback running the reverse with your backup quarterback, because it wasn't Petey, it was the other dude who had got hurt, Rev.
Oh yeah, okay. So
Rev came in and ran the ball, and with Sunshine blocking for him.
That'd be a fascinating poll question, Mike.
Yeah,
I think you should come up with it.
The play call is a fake 23 blast, which I'm pretty sure is just an inside run with the backside reverse. I'm pretty sure that's what the call. Fake 23 blast with a backside Georgia reverse. I think that's the call. And it's the wildest call with like 75 yards to win the state championship, whatever the fuck they were
Mike, you have to make that a poll question now. What's more insane?
Maybe. I'll think about it. I gotta finish watching film of the Niners. So I might.
Fair enough.
I will. I would think about doing. That's the craziest shit. I'll never. Ain't nobody ever winning a high school championship with that fake third string quarterback coming in with a broke wrist running the ball. Get the fuck out of here. So,
well, thank you guys for tuning in to another film breakdown. I don't know if we should call it standout plays. Maybe we should call it the film breakdown.
Yeah, because they stand out. They stand out.
That's true.
Yeah.
Well, we thank you guys for tapping in and rocking with us for another week. We'll figure out what we're doing for this next game because things get tricky now. We'll probably just drop it maybe Sunday or Monday, something like. We'll figure it out. We'll drop another film breakdown, and we'll also have our post-game show delivered to you guys as well. Anything you want to add, Mike, before we shake?
Yeah, we'll figure out this. We'll figure out the schedule part. Probably do. You can do it Sunday or Monday. You can do a film breakdown, and then we can have who's after this? Is it the Chiefs?
Ooh, yeah.
Yep, the Chiefs. I'll have a call. Hit up the homie Nate Taylor, covers the Chiefs for the Athletic. We'll get him back on the show. I think he hasn't been on since 2018, so that'd be fun. Get him on.
Yes.
We'll have him on mid next week. So yeah, post game, more film from the Niners game, and then we'll have Nate on next week as well. So we're coming to you every week, 3 times a week. So appreciate the love and support. Keep subscribing, leave comments, tweeting us, Instagram, DM, text, all that stuff, man. We appreciate the love.